The real secret behind cats and water, it's one of the weirdest things in the animal kingdom, right? On one hand, you've got a cat near a bathtub transforming into a whirlwind of claws and pure terror. But then, you've got that exact same cat completely hypnotized by a dripping faucet batting at the water like it's the best toy they've ever seen. So what's the deal? Why do cats seem to despise water one minute but are fascinated by it the next? Is it just a random cat quirk, or is there something more going on? To figure out this feline mystery, we have to look for clues in their ancient past and their basic biology. And trust me, the answer is way more interesting than you think. Clue number 1: the desert blueprint. Okay, our first clue takes us way back, thousands of years to the dry, sandy deserts of the Middle East. This is where the ancestors of every single house cat we have today first started hanging out with people. In their world, big bodies of water like lakes or rivers just weren't a thing. Water was something you drank, and that was pretty much it. Their entire evolution was shaped by sand and scrub, not swamps and streams. They just never needed to learn how to swim or handle getting drenched. Unlike their tiger cousins, who love a good dip to cool off, our cat's ancestors got 0 evolutionary points for being good in the water. That ancient, anti-water programming is still running in your cat's head today. Clue number 2: the fur problem. But their history is only half the story. The next clue is literally woven into their coat. You've seen a dog shake off water and be almost dry in a few seconds. Yeah, cats can't do that. And it's because, unlike a lot of dogs, cat fur isn't really waterproof. They're such obsessive groomers that they don't let the natural water-repelling oils build up on their coat. So when a cat gets soaked, its fur becomes a heavy, waterlogged mess. It's like being forced to wear a cold, wet blanket. That soggy coat is incredibly heavy, making a cat feel clumsy and slow, stripping them of that lightning-fast agility they rely on. For an animal that's both a hunter and a meal for something bigger, feeling weighed down is terrifying. It flips a switch in their brain that says, this is dangerous. A wet cat gets cold, a cold cat is slow, and a slow cat is an easy target. Clue number 3: the faucet's magic. So that explains why they hate baths. But what about the faucet? Why is that water so cool? This is where we find the last and honestly the most fascinating piece of the puzzle. Their love for running water is powered by 2 of their strongest instincts, that's hunting and survival. First up, the predator instinct. The sight and sound of moving water, that little sparkle of light, the steady drip drip, drip, it's a lot like the little movements of prey. That cute little paw pat isn't just them being playful, it is their hunter brain kicking in, automatically drawn to the motion. But even more important is their survival instinct. Out in the wild, still, stagnant water is often contaminated and can make an animal sick. Running water, like from a spring or a stream, is almost always cleaner and safer to drink. That instinct is hardwired into our pets. So at the faucet, they're on solid dry ground, they reign in complete control. And they can check out this fresh, appealing water source without any of the risks of getting soaked. It's pretty wild how much of that desert ancestor is still hanging out in the cat snoozing on your couch. The reveal: so the big secret isn't that cats hate water. They hate feeling vulnerable. They hate being soaked cold and heavy because their desert background and their not so waterproof fur never prepared them for it. The panic isn't about the water itself. It's about losing their speed and control. And their fascination with a dripping tap isn't just a funny quirk. They're answering a call from their ancient past. They are instinctively hunting the moving water that catches their predator's eye, while at the same time recognizing it as the fresh, safe drink their ancestors always looked for. The cat that panics at bath time and the cat that plays with the faucet aren't a contradiction. They're the exact same animal, showing us both sides of its incredible story of survival. That is all for this time. Please like and subscribe.